she's full, so that's probably why.
I think it was third shift when the carrion crawler
attacked.
Well, you guys attacked the carrion crawler.
Yeah, we attacked. It was still an attack.
Slug boy.
And then the only other stuff that happened through the rest was someone else saw the lightning storms, right?
I think I saw it.
All right.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
All right. So, and then you guys finished the long rest, so you guys are still outside. Randomly, yet again, as you guys are outside, you see a figure in the sky coming from the north towards you.
Oh my
shit.
god.
Drakaro runs into the entrance of the
Yeah,
cave.
everyone,
Nice.
the dragon's coming. Everyone get inside.
Morty throws some leaves over Raskin's body and then says, "Dragon!" and just runs inside.
Ooh, all right, so as you do that, you hear, it's pretty distant at this point, but you hear the dragon roar. As you're heading in, you catch one last glimpse of it, and it actually seems to be veering towards you.
Oh no.
But he can't
What
fit
the
in here,
fuck?
right?
Yeah, how big is the entrance to this mine?
Dude, he might be able to just break the fucking cave down.
It's like a, it's like a 6 foot high by 5 foot wide entrance.
Oh, he can't.
Oh,
fit in
okay.
here.
But if
Let's retreat deeper into the mine.
if he collapses us, we're gonna have to find an alternative exit.
A back entrance.
I think the boys are just kind of, fortified at the entrance, like, ready to back on up if we need to. I think that's pretty much the play here.
You hear it roar again.
See what it does.
And it's definitely getting closer, but since you're in the cave, you can't see very well to the north right now. But
Yeah.
you can tell that it's getting closer.
Damn.
Maybe it's gonna go over us, and where it's actually going is somewhere else. If we're lucky. What do we do, boys?
Wait, so if it's an ice dragon, is its weakness fire?
Hopefully.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
We seem to be a fire party right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say hopefully the way your party's built.
We have a lot of fire stuff.
Yeah,
We see-
Drakaro bunkers in.
See what it does.
What else are we gonna do? Run away out in the open?
As
No, I'm staying in the mine.
as you guys are debating, you start to hear wings beating.
Oh god, we
Closer.
can hear it.
Do we want to entertain a meeting with this thing, or do we want to just hide, boys? This is what it comes down
I
to.
wanna. I'm hiding.
Yeah, let's hide.
You don't want to talk to our arch nemesis?
No, dude, it's gonna
The
kill us.
dragon?
Can dragons talk?
Talk
Is
to
this
the
like
dragon? The
smoke?
dragon talk? Yeah, I
It
was
could
gonna
talk,
say.
but it could also just breathe a fucking shit ton of ice and block us in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in here. You can go out and talk to it if you want.
Morty
I
slinks
want
back
Morty to
with
be
the
our
group.
spokesperson.
No.
Lock this doorway.
Morty is scared
Lock the
shitless of the
dragon
dragon.
You
Morty's gonna quietly say, "We should go back," pointing back towards these hallways.
You hear a thud, and you hear your horses start to panic.
Oh no!
Oh
poor
no, we got
horses.
horses back there. The
Poor
dragon. Oh
horses.
shit, dragon's here.
Let's see.
Is Horvath not
Here.
moving?
What?
He's standing
No,
in the doorway.
I'm strategically blocking the doorway.
I don't think you want to be there.
Yeah, that's a bad move right now.
My guy. Oh, there we go. Wasn't moving.
So Horvath, since you're in the doorway, now that you've seen it land, you can see the horses scattering, and you hear one of them scream, and fall silent.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
then
it
you
just wants the
hear
horses.
the wing beats again. And you hear it slowly fade.
Oh,
Sounds like it's going towards the east, southeast from where you are.
just ate a horse.
Oh, I thought the thing was coming for us. I was scared there for a second.
If we were out there, I would have probably, who knows?
Horvat flips out, sees the dead horse.
Well, the
Drakara,
horse,
looks
is
like
gone.
the horse is
the
gone.
horse is gone. I mean, it's gone. Yeah.
There's
Drakara,
the-
you're gonna be riding with Corion.
Drakara
Morty's
wants to check out this doorway right here.
Well, but if you're lucky, well, you
The
are
horses
lucky.
are all gone, dude. They scattered off.
They scattered,
All
but
of them?
Raskin doesn't need a horse anymore. So
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
I rolled low. Only one horse died.
So,
And I can always turn into my own horse.
can we go try to
That's true.
corral the horses now, or does it not matter?
Do we need horses?
I mean, it'll probably just make it easier to go back.
Yeah, that'd be useful.
Up to you.
Yeah, let's go try to corral
Do-
the
do-
horses.
Do they have do they have a call that they would know to come back to?
Yeah.
If you whistle.
Yeah,
the
whistle.
the stable hands that. Yeah,
Okay,
That
Corian
gave-
plays you
Mort-
in the song.
gave
no,
you
no.
basic instructions.
Morty uses thaumaturgy and makes that call 3 times as loud as he normally can.
All right. Looking out, you see they've scattered, but they're pretty well trained. So once they saw that the dragon was leaving, they kind of stopped. They're
Okay.
pretty far out, but they're just. You can see. You can see all of them from where you are because it's pretty open ground. None of them are still running at this point.
Okay.
So let's gather the horses, boys. And then tie them up outside the mine so they don't run off again.
Yeah. Well, we'll spend time to secure them before we enter.
Okay. Horses are secure. Raskin's body was still there.
Cool. Do we want to leave them here or bring them in partially, boys?
Bring him in. Put 'em
I
in the
think yeah,
mine.
even if you leave them in the bushes, an animal's still gonna smell it, and
Okay.
You know.
Morty will gesture towards Horvath. Noble, you mind using your incredible strength to give us a hand here? And point at Raskin. Okay.
Put Raskin in the mine.
Just like in the first room.
Drag him in.
So
That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. Yeah. Just so he's not out there for fucking bear bait or some shit. Wolf bait.
The dragon rolled 220s in a row, so hopefully those are out of the system, and you guys should be good.
Fucking.
Damn.
Yeah, get rid of them now. We don't need to see those.
We don't want another repeat of that last battle.
I want none of that.
Yeah, we don't want to fight a dragon that rolls 20.
We got out of that fucking by the skin of our teeth. That was very close.
All right, Drakaro, you said you wanted to go to that door to the south.
Yep.
All right,
Either way, Drakaro.
it is locked.
Oh,
Nacho, pick the lock.
Yeah, well, you
Alright.
guys did find a set of keys on one of the
Oh, or
bodies.
just,
oh,
or just open
who has the
lock.
keys?
Morty tosses Nacho the keys.
Nacho catches the keys.
Look
Nacho
pick the
checks
lock.
he checks the keys to see if they go with the lock on the door.
They're all pretty basic keys. They all look like they would fit. There's
Okay.
only like 3 keys on there.
So Nacho unlocks the door.
Yep.
All right, Nacho unlocks the door. Oh.
So you guys
Alright.
pass into a room mostly just kind of basic storage. So, couple carts with just rubble inside, a couple pickaxes lying around. That's about
So we
it.
wouldn't have need to buy one. That's what you're saying.
I mean, these are gently used. You have a brand new one.
Okay.
Ours is way fancier. Dude. I got Jacaro's initials monogrammed into the handle for him.
Nice. That's a nice touch.
Alright, let's check this room out now. Nacho, unlock the door. It's locked.
Nacho goes to unlock door.
Yeah. Sorry, my thing keeps lagging. I'm assuming you're doing the one on the southwest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bottom left corner.
I have to like keep refreshing. It's really annoying, but you guys can just like describe where you're going as I refresh, and that'll speed things up.
Good. Clearing the fog of war over here. Is there a
Yep.
door right there, Nacho?
I think
I'm
Nacho
assuming
thinks
there-
there is. He's checking these keys to see if they go with his door.
Yep.
All right.
So you open it up. Okay,
Aha.
in this room you find just food storage. So
Mm.
some barrels of grain and just basic non-perishable type stuff.
Nice.
If you guys wanted, you could probably spend some time and
Yeah, let's restock our rations.
get a ration or two out of there. A lot of it's like uncooked, so it's like raw materials. But
Jacaro takes 2 rations. Worth
yeah,
of
well,
whatever.
roll a investigation check, somebody.
Not me.
I've got a +3. Anyone got higher?
Nope.
I got a 15 as a roll.
15. All right. Roll
Ooh.
a d8.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, nat 20. Roll a d12.
D12. Ten rations.
That is how many rations you guys found.
Nice.
Ooh.
No money, no win.
2 for each.
Alright, 2 each.
That's so much
Is it
food,
ration?
boys.
Is a ration a basic thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's 1 day's worth of food, I think.
I see Dracaro heading back towards the main chamber.
Yeah.
Continue exploring. I'm gonna follow Jacaro. Me and Flareon.
Is this a door?
So
East,
there's
south.
there's 2 doors, one on the southeast and one on the northeast. You notice
Yeah.
that the northeast one was closed when you guys were fighting. It has
Yeah.
since been broken down.
Ooh, since been broken down by a slug of some sort.
Morty will point to the door and say, "Wonder what that's all about."
Yeah, let's go to that one.
That's where that treasure is.
A treasure.
All right, so you open it. You're doing the southeast.
Through the north.
No, we're gonna do the north one.
Yeah, we're
That
Northeast,
looked
okay.
The
broken
one you
down.
said was broken.
sounds spicy.
So it opens up into a hallway, which branches off in several directions. Well, 2 directions. You can keep going north, or you can head to the east further, which seems to be going up into the mountain a little bit.
Can we like investigate the 2 paths to see if we can see like tracks or anything?
Yeah. Roll a survival check. Do you guys have any light right now?
I've got a flame ball in my hand.
We have
Alright,
ways of having light. It's very
Sure.
easy.
All right. Roll an. What did I say? Survival.
Yeah. Anyone got
or
like
nature.
advantage or whatever in survival?
Oh,
I have
that'd be me.
Oh boy. Oh Morty.
Roll
I
24.
got a third. Oh, there you go.
24. Surviving.
Hey, who else has
Uh,
light? 'Cause I feel like my little flame ball wouldn't be enough light for everyone else.
So-
I have
Use
light cantrip.
Yeah, light cantrip or rock or something, and to
If-
carry that
Are
around.
you? Do you plan on leading Jakaro?
No, I don't want to. I want to. What? I don't care. really.
Well, whoever plans on leading, Morty can cast light on something that they have on them.
You should have cast light on Horvath's shield.
Like, I mean,
Who's
I'm not-
Horvath?
I'm not sure if I can do it on multiple objects, but whoever would be leading the pack, I could cast light on something of theirs, so they can have basically a torch without needing a torch.
I feel like we have normal marching orders that we should assemble to.
Horvath is always in front.
Yeah,
Alright.
you guys go check it out. I'll stay
More-
with Raskin.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Horvath, we need you to
I'm
block these
here, I'm
doorways,
here.
man.
Come on. Shut up. Give me the light. Let's go.
All right, Morty casts light on Horvath's shields.
And Morty, as you do this, you notice a faint trail on the ground. Almost like a
Can I cast
trail.
Can I cast light on multiple things, or is it just one thing? Let me see.
I'm pretty sure it's multiple things.
If that's the case, Morty will cast light on his hammer.
There you go. The slime trail seems to be coming from the east.
Slime trail. We got slimes now.
Slime trail.
Like up into the mountain.
Morty
But-
will see the slime and say, "These creatures are not to be trifled with."
If we got
Yeah.
a cube in our hands, boys, we're fucked.
So Horvath, you have come to a door.
Horvath knocks on the door. Anybody home?
No answer.
No answer. Horvath puts his ear against the door, listens, and I
That's
don't know.
Morty claps. Very good, Horvath.
What kind of roll you want me to do, or no roll?
You do not hear anything.
Don't hear anything. All right, straight up. All right.
Dracaro hands Horvath his pickaxe. Says, "Do you want to break it down?"
He doesn't have enough hands for that. He's got a sword and a shield in his hands.
Oh.
Yeah, Horvath's just gonna push the door open slowly and enter.
It is locked like the other rooms.
Never mind. He's going to turn around and ask Nacho for a key, or he's gonna ask Nacho to open this one.
Nacho goes to open the door with the key.
None of the
Alright.
keys work in this door.
Nacho.
Morty's eyes light up and he says, "It's your time, Lord Kensington."
Nacho tries to pick the lock. Is that?
All right.
What do I roll for that? Is that sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. Yeah. Well, no. You would roll. You roll proficiency with your thieves' tools. So you just add 2. Just roll a d20 and add 2.
Okay. D20. Ooh. And then, so it'll be 11.
Ooh.
So, it's on the
and
edge.
We should have guidanced them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Always forget about that.
You're trying to pick the lock, and you hear something break inside the mechanism.
Oh.
Ah, jeez.
Damn it.
Alright, Horvath, break her down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Horvath strong enough to bust this bitch in?
Of course he is. He's got 16 strength. But I guess, yeah, that's a question. Am I strong enough to break this down?
I guidance him. I slap her back with a guidance.
It
Okay.
would be an attack roll.
Attack roll?
Yep.
Alright.
According to it, he gives you guidance, so. Well,
Well,
doesn't
20.
look like you need it.
20 to hit. Do you need me to roll damage?
Yes.
Or was I supposed to roll damage only to begin with?
I guess you could just roll damage because you're not gonna miss a door.
Alright. 5 damage.
All right.
That's not gonna bust the door, I
They're
feel
able
like.
to. It's a pretty flimsy door.
Huh?
So you're able to bust it down. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna splinter.
Wait, which door are we on the map?
We
All 18.
are right
Here at the
here.
front. Oh, there's a door here.
There's
Yeah.
no door there.
Oh, sorry. It was before I refreshed. I was at Horvath was up to the north.
The
so
north
I
door.
was describing.
We're at the
that
north door, boys.
Oh, so there? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't realize
Oh, you're
it
good.
moved.
18 on the dex save. No splinters.
No something.
Alright. You
Hopefully.
take 3 damage as
Oh.
2 crossbows that are jerry-rigged to the far side of the room fire
Ooh.
as the door comes
Oh
down.
my goodness.
Oh my god. Who was on trap duty? Who should have
Well,
scanned?
it was a door. That's not an obvious trap, you know?
As you walk in
Unbelievable.
the room, you see there is a wire connected to the door. The 2 crossbows.
I have a spell called Find Traps that might be useful in finding, traps.
Morty looks to Nacho and he says, "So, my friend, you think maybe you could lead the way around here? Seems your expertise is needed."
Can we see, like, is the trap still active?
No, it was actually just a really simple trap, just like a single rope that was rigged when the door opened to cause it to fire.
Okay.
If you had
probably
opened
would've
it
gone off even if
slowly,
we-
you would have been able to see the rope and just easily
Oh.
disconnect it.
So smash the door. We're fine.
Yeah.
Horvath's a big boy. He'll be okay.
If you
Took
picked
3
the
damage.
lock, you would have
Do,
saw
do
it.
you do you have good berries on you, Quarian?
I do.
Okay, that's easy then.
I see treasure.
You see treasure.
Let's investigate the
Nacho.
treasure.
Nacho
Uh,
wants to check to see if the treasure is rigged in some fashion.
So you enter the room and there's a single bed in here, and it's somewhat well furnished considering it's in the center of a mine. More comforts than you would expect. There is a small chest at the foot of the bed. And Nacho wants to check the chest for traps.
Morty casts light on some sort of object in the room. Just
Well, you
to
got your
make-
hammer
yeah.
lit up.
Oh,
still.
true. That's yeah. I guess that too.
I'm
Never
still
mind.
holding a flame ball too. Flame
Just want to make sure you can see well.
Do we have a
Is that a perception?
Oh,
Yeah,
and
perception
I'll
check or-
also give you. I'll slap you on the back.
Guidance it up.
add a
Doesn't
D4 to
seem
that?
like you need it though, but
Okay.
very good.
You do not notice any traps.
Beautiful.
Nacho turns around and gives the group a thumbs up.
Open that bitch up, Nacho.
Nacho opens the treasure.
All right, let me find what we got.
Treasure.
So in the chest you see some, women's clothing, not particularly fine, but pretty. So inside, you find a set of very fine, lightweight chainmail.
Ooh.
Mm.
Also find a mace made out of black iron,
Damn.
very jagged,
Mm.
rough cuts to the end of it. And you find a rope that slightly shimmers as you pick it up.
Mm.
Wow. Do we know what any of these objects are, like by looking at them, or we just have to spend time with them?
You'll have to spend some time with them.
Nacho would like to hold up the women's clothing to see if it'll fit him. He's about
How
5'9",
tall
medium
are you,
build.
Nacho?
He's 5'9", medium builds.
Morty looks
Uh,
at Nacho doing this. Says, "Is that your sort of formal wear, Lord Kensington?"
Well, you never know when you're gonna need to look like a woman. Okay.
Might be a new disguise.
It
Mor-
would
Morty-
be-
Morty
it would
shrugs
be
his head.
tight.
Morty
Tight?
shrugs it.
Tight.
All right.
Morty shrugs it and says, "I've heard crazier things."
Nacho's gonna hold on to the women's clothing just in case. Everybody else can do whatever they want with the other stuff.
And then he looks at the high elf and says, "Looks like it's more his
You know,
his
maybe you
fit."
can take it to a tailor and have you know the you know,
Have some things where you fit.
yeah.
You never know. And they're pretty basic, just like travel clothes. They're not anything fancy or nice or anything like that, but definitely cut for a smaller woman.
Nice, he'll take them.
Morty sighs. He's like, "Now that we got that out of the way, what about this other stuff?"
Corian kind of wants the male because his AC is the weakest. Oh wait, metal male. I can't wear that. I'm a druid.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems like a Nacho thing.
Is
Yeah.
it? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's an improvement.
I think I can only do light. At least
think
my
it's-
proficiency is.
I'm pretty sure that's light armor.
My proficiency is only light. Is it light? Is it light armor? Or we don't know
I think so.
because
I think it is. Like you can look it up.
It's chainmail's technically medium armor,
Oh.
but you get this sense while you're looking at it that it's very finely and made and lightweight, and that you think that despite not having proficiency, not having trained with heavier armors, you think you could get away wearing it. Nacho.
does Nacho know if that would affect his stealth rolls?
Definitely.
Oh, true.
I don't know if
That and the
Nacho knows
attunement,
that.
you might have to give up your ring
Almost definitely.
if it's magical or in nature or something.
Nacho would give up the wizard hat.
Well, you
You're
could
the only one who could wear the hat, though.
Nacho
you
would
can have
Nacho would
three.
sell the hat.
You can have
Yeah,
three.
true.
Oh, Nachos already has 3. I forgot about the hat.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the ring too. I gave you guys a lot of magic stuff already.
Well,
Oh, I mean, you have to decide, right?
one person has 3 and everybody else has 1. But it's okay though.
3
hat-
going for 4, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Drakara wants the mace and hopes that it turns into some magical.
Why do you
Later
need the
on.
mace? You're a
Yeah, the
bowman.
mace- that's a Morty
the
thing
mace?
for sure.
That- That's me or what's his
You
face?
want it?
Horvath. Me or Horvath.
Oh yeah, or maybe Horvath.
Because my hammer's okay, and I do plenty of magic damage. And if Horvath can get a bump somehow for damage, that wouldn't hurt. And I'm gonna make sure to give you bless from now on in fights, big boy.
Yeah.
I'll
The
get
mace
back to you
definitely-
about the
mace sounds
stealth
nice.
thing on the armor. I don't actually know the answer because it's worded kind of
Yeah.
weird.
Well, I figured because I already had advantage because of the boots, so then if I did have disadvantage, it would just be like neutral again. I
Yeah,
assume.
maybe.
but- Yeah.
But
I do like
I'm-
the
I
stealth
know-
advantage.
I have disadvantage at stealth because of the armor I wear, so. I wouldn't be
Yeah, me
surprised.
too.
We're beefy boys.
So the
I have
item
scale
is
mail.
it's described as a chain shirt. The item, so it's not like a full piece of chainmail.
It reminds me of like what Frodo had in Lord of the Rings, maybe something like that. Like an
Is it a real item?
enchanted
Hold on,
piece
'cause
of metal.
I want
Like,
to see
It is a real
because
item.
the scale mail says medium armor scale mail. I'm curious what this thing says. What's the name of it? Chain.
Chain shirt.
Chain
Call
shirt.
it chain shirt, which is what I'm looking up because
I just want to see what it says on
chainmail.
the app.
it's
Yeah,
got
chain mail is
Oh,
heavy. Heavy. I would definitely wouldn't wear that.
chain shirt is medium, and it does not give you stealth.
Medium
disadvantage.
armor.
ooh,
And it, yeah.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't have it.
very nice.
Yeah.
Sorry,
cool.
I didn't realize there was a difference between chainmail and chain
Well, if
shirt.
Nacho's not
I was
interested
getting
in
confused.
it, Morty would be, but I don't know if it'd be better than what he has.
Right
Somewhere in scale
now
mail
I'm
right
wearing.
now.
Right now my leather armor has 11 AC, and it looks like the shirt has 13.
Oh yeah, the shirt would definitely be better.
Yeah, it's a
And
bump.
there's no stealth. And there's no stealth debuff.
No
so-
stealth at disadvantage.
Let's put it
It's
on,
pretty
bro.
nice. And is it attunement? That's the other thing. Because if it's magical, it might be attunement.
No, I don't think it did actually when I just looked it up. But let me double check.
Well, it depends if it's like a magic.
But
Um,
that's
It is a
really
magic item, so.
that's really awesome for Nacho if you can get that on top of what you already have.
I don't.
I guess it does kind of depend for Nacho actually because his dexterity is probably high.
Yeah.
Because
What? Does it take away dex or something?
well, the chainmail gives you 13 AC plus up to 2 dex, where the leather armor doesn't cut off your dex.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because right now I have a +3 dex modifier, so that would be, if I wore that, would be +2.
So if you,
Yeah,
if
it
you
would
wore the
cap you.
chain, it would be +2 instead of +3 because it caps at 2.
Higher AC, lower
So-
dex.
So it would be, it doesn't lower your dex, it just doesn't increase your AC as much as with the leather. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The leather is 11 plus 3. The chainmail is 13 plus 2, so it's still better. But
Right.
you can't go any higher than that.
Okay. I'll just see what
Yeah.
it looks like.
Well, since we spent all this
It's-
time talking about it, the item
it's-
is called Elven Chain. If you want to just put that in, it's a +1 chain shirt, so it's actually AC of 14 plus 2. So you put your AC up to 16.
Dang.
So it could either be a short-term help or
Yeah, because that. But
like
that's
for
that's
now, and
pretty
then
decent.
you can just
Yeah.
take it off once your dex starts getting higher.
That's what I have with a fucking shield.
But his
That's-
dex can max at 15 or at +5, so even leather +5 is still going to be 16 anyway. So even if he maxed out his dex, he's going to do
So
better
just-
with the
yeah.
armor.
Yeah, he just get there
Alright.
sooner.
If he maxes
Alright.
out his dex,
Put it
then
on,
he can
bro.
drop the armor
Okay.
and get rid of it.
Yeah.
Alright, that took way too long. You guys are going to have to take time to figure out the rest of this stuff.
It's fine.
That's fine. Let's keep going.
Alright, which way are you going?
Let's just keep going. Clearing
Let's
out
go-
the north.
Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This way?
To the left, so to the west.
So you go this way, and
Ooh, treasure. Ooh, bear.
two openings. One leads up to a door, which is kind of cut off by the fog of war that I haven't taken away yet.
Okay.
The other one, you peer into the room and you find several cots kind of jammed in there, like 6 different cots, and just kind of makeshift sleeping area.
Let's see if anyone left anything behind.
All right, roll investigation.
Who's got a good investigation?
Not me.
I think it's
Uh,
That's a
3.
Quarion.
Ugh.
Well,
So close to a 20.
Can we have multiple people do it?
Yeah, since we're all looking together.
Sure.
We're all rummaging.
Everyone roll.
Everyone roll.
Oh, I got a 1.
Morty.
2, 5, 8.
Get
Morty
that
got a
out
nat
of the
20,
way.
but he's got a -2, so.
That hurts.
It's fine.
Morty's really bad at looking for stuff, but he accidentally trips over a footlocker that's sticking out from underneath one of the beds.
Nice.
And it,
Hey
it
guys, look what I found.
spills
What's-
open, and there's about 30 gold pieces in it.
Nice.
Grabs the
Rich.
satchel, throws it to Horvath. Treasurer, he says.
Keep her
All
going.
right.
30 pieces?
30
Yes,
pieces.
sir.
Nice.
Alright, let's
He plays with the shiny rope and is like, wonder what this does.
we'll figure it out once we
Yeah,
Finish
just playing.
this
He's just
list.
playing with it. He doesn't care. Let's see.
let's go check out that door now.
Yes, the door. The keys,
Um,
Morty says.
Another
Gestures.
door.
To
This
whoever
one
had him
is-
last.
Not locked.
Oh. Since there were traps, Morty pats Nacho on the back and says, "You're up, bud."
Nacho inspects for traps.
I roll.
And I'm giving him guidance. As
Did
well.
I did perception for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
That'll do.
You do not see any traps.
No traps.
Nice.
Hooray.
Nacho gives a
Check
thumbs
it
up.
out.
So you guys walk into this room. It's slightly larger and a little bit open. It's kind of the far end is somewhat caved in. There's a lot of dust in this area and like broken equipment. It looks like nobody has dug here in a while.
Interesting.
Old abandoned part of the mine.
Morty walks up and holds his hammer in the far end of the room. Sees. if there's any-
Drakaro swings at the wall with his pickaxe.
Yeah.
Right there, right around the rubble.
Morty's like, "Whoa, what are you doing? You see anything shiny?"
A loud ringing sound rings out as this pickaxe hits the stone. How long do you want to spend digging for gold?
I wanna hit it.
Let's just leave Jakaro
Oh,
here. He can mine
just a
while the
couple.
rest of us explore.
Well, I would take a couple swings and like inspect to see if like I was making any progress or if I was. You know
So
what I
it
mean?
actually it chips away pretty easily, and then you start to get the feel that it's more kind of loosely. You know, it's more like an area that had caved in rather than solid rock, right? So,
Yeah.
so some pieces are moving and chipping away pretty easily. You're actually
Salute.
finding pieces of like wood underneath as well, very old and broken.
Ooh, But then I
Morty-
would keep going. Drakaro would keep
Morty
going.
casts light on his pickaxe so he can see better as he's doing it, and then just walks away because he's not interested.
So you start to feel like before you would even get to a place that hasn't been mined, you'd have to dig through this big pile of rubble.
Let's leave Jakaro to it.
Yeah, if we get into any situations, Nacho can use message to be like, "We need you."
Yo, we need your help.
Yeah.
Morty takes his glowing hammer and grabs Nacho and is like, "Let's go, bud," and just starts walking this way.
Did
So-
you go through a door or did you just walk through a wall?
He's
No,
walking
there's
a wall.
Oh, did I? My bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't see because of Flareon.
Killing my immersion.
Right?
My bad. Either way, I'd be going this way, and then I'd stop here. and
Alright.
I'd look up this hallway, see if there's anything I see, because this is where the slime was leading, right?
Yep. So you look up the hallway and you see that it slopes up away from you, and the slime is leading up the slope, and kind of into the distance past where you can see.
Marty looks back to the boys and says, "Look, this could be real bad." He says, "So what we faced before was pretty bad, but this could be maybe worse somehow. I don't know how, but I've heard
It's true.
stories." That's all Marty will say. "I've heard stories. It's not good." Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna,
like
I'm
wait.
gonna activate all my summon stuff ahead of time in case we get into a fight.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but
Well, shall we?
and Morty will just look ahead and be like, "All right, I guess," and just stop here though. Won't go any further. And just I want to see if there's any like where it went next, perhaps.
Sorry, it's reloading. I'm just gonna see where you are.
Yeah, we just
Alright,
went a little
so-
bit further.
Yep. All right. So Horvath is standing in front of another door in the slime trail that has been broken down, and the slime trail leads up in that general direction.
Morty says, "Maybe we go there last," and just points towards the north. Oops. Yeah, points towards the north or the south.
Yep. There's another door there.
Let's
Cut
go
off
to the
by
north.
Fog of War, but there's a door there.
Okay.
This one
do you-
is locked.
All right. Do you
Keys?
guys want
So you get some keys.
to try the keys?
Keys,
Where
please.
Horvath is?
Yep.
All right. Nacho very carefully tries to unlock the door with keys.
It unlocks.
Oh,
All right. So open it
Alright.
slowly. Make sure you
Nacho
say that.
very cautiously and slowly opens the door.
Alright, the door opens. You open the door to reveal a room that has been pretty well trashed. You see like the remnants of a desk. You see the remnants of a cot, and just some other general furnishings, like a chair and a bookcase and things like that. But it's all pretty much just
So someone
destroyed.
tossed the room. Are they looking for something?
Yeah.
Dot.
Morty wants to have a closer peek. I don't know if anybody else wants to as well.
Let's investigate.
Investigation.
Oh. Morty sees nothing.
All right, what do you guys want to investigate?
I want
rubble.
to check. I'm investigating the desk.
Me too.
Yeah, the desk. If there's any important papers or something.
All right, Quarion and Nacho on the desk. Morty was investigating.
I was looking at the rubble, and I see nothing.
Morty is just looking at the ground, apparently. Let's see. Did anybody else roll, or is it just you three looking? Is Jakaro
them.
actually still mining?
I think that's his intention. He didn't come with us.
He wants that gold.
Yeah.
All right. I'll get back to you, Jakaro, after some time has been spent. The desk, you guys find a couple of old, well, not old, but you find a couple of papers that are kind of moderately damaged. But you can see a letter signed by Helia Thornton, giving general instructions to somebody by the name of
If it burn.
No, unfortunately. Sorry, I have to find this.
That'd be too easy.
Sanzir. And it just says, it's, a lot of it's cut off, but basically you get the impression that Sanzir owes Helia a lot of money and was sent here to reclaim this mine. Or his punishment was vaguely alluded to, but it didn't sound very friendly.
So this guy was sent to the mine to reclaim it? Is that the Sanzer guy?
To oversee the operation at the mine.
Sounds familiar.
I knew it.
Oh, he was doing his job until
Till the rats.
the rats moved
Did
in.
Quarian and Nacho let the rest of the group know?
Yes. I'm sure Quarian will tell
Morty-
everyone all about it.
Morty will say, "That sounds familiar." And say, "So this was a punishment, and our Lord Kensington was sent here as well." And then he looks to Nacho, looks to the rest of the group, says, "That's good news for us. Maybe he wasn't worth his weight after all." That's. And then he says, "All right, no slime here.
That's like-
Let's keep going."
To the
Alright.
south?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What he's thinking down
So the
here.
passage starts to wind down deeper into the mountain as you go. You see several offshoots. Some of them dead ends. Well, not dead ends, but active mining sites, apparently.
Active.
Well, recently dug. There's not somebody digging them right now, but as you move deeper, you see
Morty
more
gestures.
signs of
Morty-
the mine being worked.
Morty gestures to what's his face, Nacho, and it says, "Maybe tell a dragon friend he might have better luck down here."
Nacho uses message cantrip to send Dracaro message. Tell him to come meet up with us. We are southeast of his current location.
We have some active mines. Forever
Okay.
for mining.
You can respond as well, I think, with like 20 or 25 words.
Yeah, you can respond.
I mean, all he needs to say is he's on his way.
Well, just,
Alright, be right there.
well, not everybody's familiar with the spell.
All right.
Alright, over and out.
Dracaro, roll survival check.
Oh no.
12.
Not a bad roll.
Okay. So just knowing where you guys came from, and since the party is large, you're able to figure out what they meant by the southeast and find your way back to them.
You can hear Morty's loud chatter from a distance.
Alright. Did I find anything in that time that I was pickaxing away, or was it just junk?
You didn't. It was mostly rubble.
Okay.
You did find one piece of stone
Oh,
that had
pocketed it.
some runes on it. Runes
Yeah.
on it.
Interesting.
Runes.
In the backpack.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Draconian and
Common.
Giant and Common.
Okay, you don't recognize the rune.
Okay.
If you you could ask us anyway. If you wanted to, or you could just pocket it
rune
as a
rock.
souvenir.
Yeah, pocketed.
Not gonna show the rest of the party.
And I come back.
So they
Look,
point
guys,
out.
What'd you
They
find?
they point out the various dead ends to you where you can tell that the mine was most recently being dug.
Yeah.
You're looking for gold.
So
That's
just
what you usually
that
find.
shorter tunnel just to the west of you guys, and then the further southwest you see another one a little wider.
Morty
Yeah.
points around and says to Dracaro, "This is active. Take a peek."
And then it's covered by the fog of war, but there is a door yet again
Oh
to
shit! The door.
Lord.
to the east. of
Then
where
Morty
Dracaro is.
just slaps Dracaro on the butt and says, "Knock yourself out, dragon." And the door we should probably check out too.
Is Horvath on the door?
Which door? No,
think
I'm not
that's-
on.
I always just
I think
assume you're
it's-
on a door.
I think it's covered. I think it's covered, but I'm pretty sure the door's here.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I
Well,
mean, I can pull the fog. 'Cause there's nothing. hidden
Nacho
underneath.
checks to see if the door is locked.
The door is not locked.
Door's not locked. Door's not locked, boys.
But Morty goes, "What about traps?"
Nacho checks for traps.
Roll investigate. Or roll perception.
Morty gives him guidance.
All right, you do not find any traps.
No traps.
Let's check the room out.
So you open it up. The room is yet another room full of cots. About 6 wooden cots. This room has been trashed as well, though.
Oh shit! Someone's on a rampage.
Morty again looks through the rubble.
Yeah, we looked through the.
Nacho investigates the room.
All right, roll investigation.
God damn it, you guys are so good.
As you guys search, you do not find anything of value. You do notice that these cots are relatively new. And they were broken apart. It looks like you can see a couple areas in the wood that were like fresh cuts. So you can tell that some weapons were used.
Those bastard were-rats ruined these perfectly good cots.
What do you mean, like on the weapons used on the furniture?
Yeah, as opposed to just being splintered wood, you see that some of the cots were actually.
Oh,
I mean,
so
it
like,
sounds like people got murdered in their sleep.
yeah, when they stormed the castle. Yeah.
Nacho does find a little bit of blood on one of the cots.
Ooh, Nacho tastes the blood.
Really?
It's very dry and dusty. You don't get much flavor out of the blood.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Because did Morty see this? Do I roll for that?
Was he trying to be sneaky about it?
Nacho was checking to see how fresh the blood was. It was a very, you know, it was for the group.
Definitely not
Nothing,
because he doesn't
nothing
want to taste it.
mischievous.
Roll a perception check, Morty. Of course.
Oh,
Only when he's watching Nacho does Morty get like above a 20 on his perception.
does Nacho have explaining to do?
Morty just sees Nacho do this.
Yeah.
And just shakes his head.
And
that's
Nacho
all.
was like, "What? I'm just checking to see how fresh it was, cause that's, you know, a smart thing to do."
I didn't say
right?
anything. I just shook my head. That's
Yeah,
it.
and he saw the way you looked at him, and I know we probably had to roll for that, but it's like whatever.
Children.
It's like whatever, man.
All right. And that's about it. You don't find anything valuable in the room.
All right.
Nice room. All right, Horvath, with your big old body and your spiky shield, lead the way down the hallway.
The
Lead the
hall
way, lead the way.
curls around, gets kind of narrow, and heads towards the east. As you travel, it turns yet another corner towards the north and opens up to several passages.
Looks like another door, Morty says.
And you see two of the passages heading towards the east have doors. And then to the north, there's a like a room that it looks like it opens up a little bit.
Hmm.
Which way first, do you think?
Morty points up and says, I have a bad feeling about this room.
We'll save that room for last then. Check out this door.
Well, Morty, you get you're the lucky guy who gets to pick which way we're gonna go.
Morty looks up and he looks to this room and then he looks to this room and he says, 1, 2.
Roll a D2.
Yeah. There is no D2.
You just flip a coin.
I'm doing a D4 and then I'll do evens and odds. Top is even.
Should do evens and odds with somebody else rolling a d4 too. Like you're actually playing the game.
Okay. So then this would be evens.
All right.
That one? Alright.
Top
Yeah.
it is.
You head towards the door. There's no keyhole or anything like that. And you go to open it?
Well, if it's not, I don't have to open it. If it's we can have someone maybe Horvath. You want to try this one out?
Horvath approaches the door.
Yep.
Puts his ear to the door. Listens.
Uh,
Rolls for something.
Perception.
Perception.
Morty taps him on the shoulder.
What does that do?
Okay. Guidance.
A little extra guidance. Horvath rolls a nat 20.
Yeah, you don't need my
There you
guidance.
go.
Receives all the shit. All of it. Just all of it.
Horvath just
So much.
brushes. Horvath brushes Morty's hand away.
Yeah, he just shrugs it off. You hear faint voices on the other side.
Oh,
What
shit.
languages do you speak, Horvath?
I speak Draconic, Common, and Orc.
Okay. You do not recognize the language.
Do I know how many voices do I hear?
Hard to tell. The door's kind of thick.
All right.
You
Okay.
can make out at least You think maybe at least 3, but you can't
Okay.
tell if maybe there's more than that.
What kind of detection spells do we have, boys?
I have find traps.
No.
And then I have divine sense. Detect good and evil.
Those are free though, right? Like you don't have to.
Those are
You wouldn't
free.
lose
Yeah, those
anything if
aren't
you do
spells.
it.
Divine sense is like once per short or
Yeah,
long rest or something.
Yeah, I get 4 divine sense per long rest. So this might be a good time to run a divine sense.
Maybe.
Figure out if it's good or evil.
Yeah. I mean, chances are it's not good, but yeah, it's probably worth it just to check.
Chances are.
Well, it says not behind total cover. So, other side of a door.
That's like total cover.
Sounds about
Well,
total cover.
Yeah.
Is the door locked? Can we tell that?
This door wasn't locked, right? Otherwise, Nacho would have been up.
Has anybody tried to open it yet? Nacho saw no keyholes, so he didn't try to open it. He just.
Okay.
Oh, I just assumed that meant it wasn't locked. Well, it's not like I can do anything with it anyway, if there's no keyhole.
Was there like a door knob?
So you guys have yet to do anything to the door.
He just listened and heard voices on the other side.
Okay. Can we have
Alright,
other
so
people
yeah.
check to see if they recognize the languages? Like that
Yeah,
might
let's
be,
do
that might
that.
be a move.
Who's our language guy?
I know a bunch. I don't know if.
All right, so
anyone-
Horvath relays that there may be 3 people, 3 entities on the other side.
Morty
And-
immediately goes, shh, shh, keep your voices down.
Steps back to let somebody else listen.
Everybody roll for perception.
Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. Good.
Horvath? Was that? Oh, it was a different perception. You're 21.
Yeah.
Does Flareon have perception?
Oh, actually, wait. No, my 21 would still count. I think
No, this is a separate roll.
this is a different one. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something else.
Uh-oh. It's about to get dicey.
I don't think so. It didn't say anything about it.
Well, there's possibly a slime to our north, and then who knows what to our.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
East
just
here.
we'll just say that Flareon has the same perception as you then.
Yeah, I would assume all like my summon guys share shit with
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Roll initiative.
Oh.
Oh,
Here we go.
10.
I just don't want to be last.
Morty, you dog. I'm
Fuck.
very happy
Going
with
last.
that.
All right.
Only bested by Nacho so far, it seems like.
Here.
Going
Oh,
last.
nat 20.
You're actually not last.
Ooh. Yeah, where's Dracaro and all this?
We'll get him.
He's-
We'll
he's
get him
not-
in here.
he's
We'll
not
get him
here.
in here. That's my
He's mining
first.
Oh
away.
yeah, true. He's still mining.
My first move is gonna be send a red alert.
Or dragon friend here.
All right, and then anybody that rolled under a 12 on the perception check is surprised.
That'd be me.
It was Morty and Horvath, from what I
Yep.
saw.
That's
Yep.
me.
All right,
Big ol'
so as you guys are discussing by the door from the cavern to the north, a giant rat comes out and attacks. I have to zoom in.
We're all on top of each other.
Well, kind of just piled in.
Yeah, it's like
Nacho.
Nacho and I would say Nacho and Quarion are up top, from what I can see,
Yeah.
or like closest to that opening anyway.
Did Nacho have time
Um,
to put his armor on? Or is he still wearing his old armor?
I don't know. Did you put it on?
I mean, I equipped it. I just didn't want to like jump the gun on doing that.
Oh, that's fine. It doesn't take
All
that
right,
long.
cool.
Yeah.
cool.
It's like threw it on while you were.
Yeah.
running around.
Yeah, the amount of time you guys were talking.
That's just
about
like, just to clarify, my AC's higher.
Yeah, I just
You put it on.
Sure, gun.
Just for that, Nacho, they attack you. Let's see.
They see
for
some shiny bling and attack.
15 misses. Nacho, your turn.
All right. How do cantrips work? Does that like use a move or something?
That's a turn, yeah. That's an
Okay.
action.
Most
Okay.
of them are actions, yeah.
All right. So Nacho's first action is going to use the cantrip message to tell Drakaro, we got to fight some giant rats. Red alert. We
Oh
are,
shit.
and
you're
then
there.
how do I explain to him where we are? We are, east, southeast, and then like, you come to a bend and you turn and
Say southeast, no door.
we're
Yeah.
southeast. There's no door. Hopefully that helps him. And
You can
then
respond to, so you're good.
Noted.
okay.
On my way.
Okay. And
Yeah.
for my bonus
third.
action, I will hide.
Okay. You so he's like he just attacks you, so he's like
Oh, is he like on me?
on you. So
Okay.
you probably want to disengage and move away from him as your bonus action.
Okay. Actually, these are giant rats, right?
Yeah.
And there's the only ones we're fighting.
That's
For
all
now.
you've seen so far is one
now.
of them.
We're
one
gonna make
Oh,
noise,
giant
and whoever's
rat.
on the other side of this door is gonna come
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll disengage. We'll just disengage then as a bonus.
Okay,
Well-
and then you can move up to 30 feet.
Real quick before we keep
Okay.
going, boys. Morty likes the fact that we have choke points here. Just gonna say that.
Yeah.
And he's
Great.
gonna signal Horvath to approach when the time is right.
Yeah, we can't have Corey and a Nacho taking point. Even though Nacho is not very squishy anymore.
It's
No,
true.
Nacho just got a huge boost with that
Yeah.
armor.
He's got the same AC as me now, without a shield. And he still gets to do all this. Still gets to do all the stealth stuff.
Start carrying a shield around, it'll be good.
Yeah, you'll have, dude. You'll be like Horvath level if you have a shield. Holy fuck.
He's
Right.
not proficient. He can't have a shield.
No.
Too much.
All right, so you moved. Morty's turn. Morty,
Morty.
you see the rat that just came in. You
So
hear more noises from the room beyond, but you can't see anything yet.
so are these all
Oh,
just
Quickly,
are
should
these-
I
Morty,
shoot Jakaro?
Morty, you're surprised, so you don't get to do anything.
Okay, but these are all gathered in here. Or are they coming at me now?
No, that was for me. There's one in the entrance, but right now you can't see anything else. But I did say that you heard more noises from up there.
But you're saying I can't do anything right now?
No, because this was a surprise round, and you were
Okay.
surprised, so you don't
You were
get
too
anything this
startled
turn.
to do anything.
Okay.
You just have like surprise
Next,
face.
next round, you'll be at the top of the round next round, but you were just surprised this round.
Okay.
Querion's turn then.
Alright, so I'm gonna retreat behind Morty and Horvath to the back. And then I am going to cast Firebolt at the rat.
Roll.
12 to hit.
That'll hit.
7 damage.
7 damage. All right. He is still going.
And then Flareon is going to cast Flame Seed. Which
Did
I
you
think
ignite
is...
Flareon already?
Yeah, I activated Flareon and Arcanine before, towards the beginning of when we were exploring.
Okay.
How long do they last?
An hour.
Oh, nice.
The summon's an
Flareon,
hour too.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So Flareon's attack.
Flareon's to hit. I think it's just the same as Firebolts. So
Yeah, it is.
16 to hit.
That'll hit.
One d6 plus 2. Seven damage.
That'll
Nice.
work. Jakaro, did you roll initiative?
I did not. I was just gonna ask, should I roll
Yeah.
initiative or do I just slot in when I show up?
Well, roll initiative and we'll see what happens.
Alright, 11.
Okay. So it is your turn then. You can get to, if you take a dash action, which would be to take your action to run twice your movement, you'd get to about here.
Yeah.
And that would be
Okay, I will do that.
that would be the end of your turn.
Yep.
And then
I'm coming, guys.
Horvath was surprised. So then 3 more giant rats spill out of the room. Or did I say that you guys killed that first one?
Yep, Flareon got it.
Flareon killed that last one, yeah. But 3 more giant rats spill out of the room. You guys are arranged in like the weirdest way. 2 of them are gonna attack Morty, and 1 of them is gonna attack Flareon.
Flareon can take it.
15, Morty. That doesn't hit.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
21.
Already cast his reaction.
Okay.
Let me just hit the button. Alright.
Then you got a 10.
Oh, nice.
And
So that's no
then
good.
One attacking Flareon got a 10.
Hit.
Doesn't?
Nope.
Okay.
AC
They
of 13 with Flareon.
all 3 miss. Top of the order is Nacho's attack.
All right.
There are now 3 giant rats right in front of Morty and Flareon.
Engage with me.
Ooh, engaged.
Engaged.
All right. Nacho will take a shot on one that's engaged with Morty with his crossbow.
Yep.
Oh, he ain't hitting.
I haven't had a chance to cast Bless yet.
What'd you get? They have a low AC, I think.
I mean, I got a
You
six.
rolled a 1.
You got
Yeah.
a nat 1, so no.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Anything else you want to do?
I'm still. I guess I could hide, right?
You could use your bonus to hide this turn, yeah.
All right. Nacho will click on his boots and hide for
Alright.
some reason.
So you kind of tuck yourself around
Well,
the corner.
that means you
Alright.
get the bonus action even if it's a non-engaged
Yeah.
enemy.
Yeah. I mean, I just
Oh, that 19.
Yeah.
Well, you
so-
get it.
Chef's kiss.
So when you're hidden, you actually have advantage. So you would roll twice to
okay,
hit.
so
So
on top.
it is better
Oh.
to be hidden rather than just
Okay.
attacking somebody.
I didn't know
that's
if it was like overkill to be hidden, but
No,
we're
no,
doing
no,
it.
good.
Yeah, it's kind of always to your advantage.
Nacho's not
Especially-
sure. Nacho's not sure how to play things now that he has the higher AC. So.
That's your shtick, though. You're,
You just stand up front.
no, you're good. Yeah, you can just be less scared. You don't have to run anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Nacho ends turn.
And that's Shen's turn. Morty's turn. You have 2 right in front of you.
So let's say if I was to cast, what do I do here? So if I was to cast, Burning Hands, could I hit 3 of them or 2 of them?
I would say 2. And
Okay.
probably just the 2 to your right. So one of the ones that's on you and one of the ones that's on Flareon.
All right, without damaging my allies, right?
Yeah, because you'd be casting it kind of towards the door, which nobody's in front of right now.
All right, I'm gonna cast Burning Hands then.
All right. Is it a Dex save?
Dex 15.
Dex 15. One of them saves, the other one doesn't.
All right. Ooh. Very good.
That's a lot of damage.
14.
Yeah.
Nice. And is it so it's half damage if they
For the one who saves, yeah.
okay. So the one closer to you just gets incinerated. The other one kind of is able to dodge out of the way, but part of his fur is on fire.
Okay. I still have a bonus action, but I don't think I'm gonna do anything with it. Just double
Okay.
check. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with it.
Okay.
Morty just shrugs and throws his hammer on his shoulder. After, but when I cast, I just held one hand out and just fucking sprayed him with fire. Just to clarify.
I mean, you're still like fending off the other one with your shield, but
Okay, true.
you can ignore
Okay.
it if you want.
Sure.
But you gotta make a cool pose.
Yeah, I'm trying to be cool.
Dracaro's turn.
Alright, Drakara will use some of his movement to catch up to the group.
Yep.
Get into a advantageous position in the back where he can shoot at one of them that, wait, so did Morty kill one of them?
He sure did, and he weakened
Yeah.
the other one that's on him.
Alright, then I'm shooting the one that's weakened because I have, all
Or
my
maybe I weakened the one
bonuses.
that's near Flareon. I'm not sure which one I weakened.
I think it's the Flareon one.
It's on Flareon. And when you cast that spell, the door is now on fire as well.
Oh shit.
Since you aimed it towards the door's on fire now too.
That's cool.
I was just
Alright,
letting
so
it-
Drakaro's gonna shoot at the one on Flareon that's been damaged.
Yep. That will definitely hit.
So 12 plus a D8.
Plus your D8. And it was already damaged. You don't really have to roll the D8.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's dead as fuck.
Yeah.
I think I have one more HP, 1 or 2.
Yeah. You put it out of his misery. It was on fire. And you killed it mercifully.
Wonderful.
Exploded it with one of your arrows.
Quarion, your turn. There is still one in front of Morty.
So I'm gonna cast Firebolt at that one.
Mhm.
13 to hit.
That hits.
7 damage.
Yep. He's barely alive still.
And then Flareon is gonna attack the same one.
Alright.
20 to hit.
That'll hit. You don't really have to roll damage.
4 damage.
Yet another burning corpse in the hallway.
Everything's on fire now.
Everything is on fire now. So the rats are gone.
Morty looks to Quarion and nods.
I got you back.
We're like the fire bros.
What is
We
going
let
on?
everything
Yeah,
burn.
right? Just lighting everything on fire.
You guys having a party over here without me.
Yeah. Morty looks back to Jakara and is like, "Oh, nice of you to join us." And then looks to the door and says, "Shh," after just yelling. and then notices it's on fire and says, "Oh, well, I think they know we're here." And
You start to hear some shouts of alarm from the other side as smoke is starting to fill the cavern.
Morty points his hammer at Horvath and casts Bless. And he casts it on Horvath, himself, and Nacho.
I mean, these very well may be the dwarves we've been looking for that are now trapped in this
Yeah.
room.
I got spell
Filling up with
slots.
smoke.
Wait, are we in danger of suffocating, or are the people on the other side of the door?
You don't know that.
Oh, okay.
As of right now, there's not a ton of smoke, but it is starting to get noticeable.
Well, Morty casts Bless on us 3 for whatever's
I
behind that
used
door.
one of my water skins to start trying to put out the fire on the door.
That's a bad idea, but sure.
Well, we gotta get the fire out.
So the door seems kind of flimsy, but surprisingly is still standing despite the fact that it's on fire.
Morty tries to kick it down.
All right, roll damage.
Okay.
Which would just be like a D4 plus, or yeah, if you're using your hammer, it would be.
Yeah.
So you hit it, and you are met with far more resistance than you expected.
Morty looks back and says, "Holy fuck!" and then just takes a step back and signals Horvath to move forward.
We gotta get this door down, boys.
What's with the yellow? Sorry.
I blessed
Oh,
everybody
blessed.
in yellow. Yeah.
Horvath moves up. Oh, well, I don't know. Is that out of turn?
You're good right now.
And Morty
Yeah,
looks at
we're out of initiative right now.
Morty points at his wrist and goes, "We're on the clock," because of bless.
Horvath lightly taps on the door with the butt of his sword and says, "Knock, knock, little piggies."
And then you hear on the other side, you hear shouting. You don't recognize it, but the rest of the group can hear it now. Morty understands it.
Ooh.
God damn it! I
And
wasted bless.
Anyone else that speaks Dwarvish would understand it.
Morty responds and says, "Brothers," in Dwarvish.
But so you hear them yelling, and you hear them saying, "Oi, they're trying to smoke us out."
Morty says "brothers" back in Dwarfish.
Let's see. You see like water splashing through the cracks in the door.
Morty drops the bless. I'm sorry.
You don't
You can do
hear any response to your call, Morty. You still hear like kind of frantic.
Morty turns to the group and says, "They're speaking Dwarfish. I think it's those ones from the bounty." And then he just turns to Horvath to try to get him to knock on the door.
Horvath knocks on the door.
The flaming door.
Maybe kicks it a little bit.
Just a quick
Or the
knock
other
on it, you know.
Okay, well I guess we should try to put it out somehow then.
It hasn't been that long since it caught on fire, and it is kind of going down a little bit with the water that they splashed on from the other side.
Morty will grab like a handful of sand or dust or something and throw it at the door. Try to put it out.
And Quarion put a water skin on it too, so it's just starting to, it's dying down. It's more smoldering at this point.
Having heard them speak Dwarfish, Morty will toss the door open as soon as he can, if he's able to.
The door does not budge.
Interesting. They must have barred it. Morty will knock and try to speak to them through the door if he can.
All right, you hear one of the voices on the other side say, "Quiet, quiet, quiet, quiet," in Dwarvish. And then in common he says, "Who's there?"
Morty responds in Dwarvish and he says, "One of your kin." Or something along those lines.
It's no friends.
If you be kin, why you be burning us out?
Morty looks and says, Morty says, "Little misunderstanding. There was some giant rats on the other side. We thought they were held up in here too."
Aye, they've been plaguing us for weeks now.
And then he says, "You have the door barred. Why don't you let us in, brother?" In Dwarvis.
That be taking some time.
And then he says, "Take all the time you need." And he said, "I got some ale waiting for you."
Unfinished ale.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys gonna wait for them to unbar the doors?
Definitely.
They unbar the doors. While they're doing that, though, they're talking you through the door, and they say, "Did Halia sent you?"
Oh.
Morty says, "Aye. She sent us with a lord, but yeah, we'll talk about that after once we're face to face."
Aye. I thought something like that might be happening. Well, I guess I'm glad they at least met someone. For a while there, I thought they were just gonna leave us here to die.
Morty will say, "How many are you?"
There'll only be 6 of us left. The other 12 are buried outside.
Morty says, that's a shame. How'd that happen? I assume, all the rats and whatnot.
Aye. A bit of an infestation we had here.
Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore, 'cause we cleared all them out.
Morty say, me and my lads are here. We're here to take care of business. You don't have to be worrying about that anymore.
As you guys are saying that, you hear like one last large item kind of scrape away from the other side of the door. And they open it up, and you see 6 dwarves inside. They're all, none of them are armored or armed, other than with just like shovels and pickaxes.
Easy
They all
pickings.
seem a little bit on edge.
Morty greets them saying, brothers, in Dwarfish.
You see them relax a little bit.
And then he goes up to, greet them, whatever the formal Dwarvish greeting is. And then gestures to his comrades. Says, these are my friends. We've been traveling now for who knows how long. Nearly died, I can't even say how many times. He says, I trust him with my life. He looks to the dwarves and says, you lot can do the same.
Well, I suppose I trust you as far as Halia trusts you. If she sent you here, then she must think something of you. But I know her main goal is just to make sure she didn't lose out on her investment.
Morty laughs and says, it's not me the one she thinks of, and he gestures to Nacho. It's our lord here. He's the one in
Nacho
charge."
steps forward, gives a firm handshake, and says, pleasure to meet you, fella. I am Lord Randall Kensington III.
A right lord in our presence.
That's right. One of a kind.
The one and only.
Morty winks at the dwarves.
Well, hopefully that's a good sign that Halia wants to keep these mines open, and maybe she'll send us better protection next time.
And then he'll kind of look around and say, what happened here? How long you boys been held up?
It's been about a week now. We've been barricaded ourselves in this side of the mine. We've been trying to get it back. We slowly were forced into this eastern portion.
Morty will offer them some of the rations we just got from the storage area if they need them.
They very heartily accept your
Alright,
offering.
well, he looks around at the rest of the boys. He goes, boys, help him out.
You can tell they're pretty tired and seem pretty weak, like they haven't slept or eaten for some time now.
Morty will give him his 2 rations he just got.
Ah, thank you, mate.
Drakaro tosses 1 to one of them.
The boys are lifesavers. The rats, they trapped us in here, and I think they were just planning on starving us out.
Morty will say, lucky for you, we showed up.
Aye. Lucky we be. The other 12, not so much.
Morty will say, that's unfortunate. He'll say, where do you boys hail from? Are you from around here? Or are you just working here?
No, we come from the mountains to the north. Seeing as how we all owe Halia in some way, we were forced to travel here and work these mines, reopen them for her.
And then Morty will say, so this Hallie is a big shot, is she? Look at the boys.
In these parts she is, but in truth, it's her employers that sent us.
And Morty will perk up and say, aye. You know much about them, do you?
Nobody knows much about them.
Well, if that be the case.
All I can say is be careful who you take your debts from.
Yeah, Morty will look around and say, yeah, we don't intend to cross her path in the wrong way. We've seen people very, kind of like choke up and say, wary of her. And he said, so that sort of makes us a bit wary too. But we're doing business with her nonetheless. She seems to pay pretty penny, and we're, you know,
Hey, a businesswoman she be. We stay on her good side and deal strictly in business. And don't fail her.
and then, so you guys told us about the guy who was in charge here before, right?
Sansor?
The letter that you found?
Yeah. So Morty will like gesture to like grab that and be like, "Where's he?"
He was the first one to be buried outside.
And Morty will nod and say, I sort of figured." And then he'll say, "Do you know what brought him here?"
Same as all of us. Although I think he was on slightly better terms with Halia.
I'd say, "Is that right?"
She trusted him with the operations, at least. My
Hmm.
name's Kurdu.
Nice to meet you, Kudu.
I suppose I'm the longest tenured miner here now.
And say, I'm Morty, and this is my lads," and they just introduce them one by one. And then obviously you say, "Officer, so Lord Kensington." And then I'll say, "I don't know. Is there any, so there's no more of you boys? No one else from the mines?"
How did it look? Well, just 5 or 6 left.
Alright. And then I'll say, "Would you be able to show us around? We've been there was a couple rooms that are trapped or whatnot, and we there may be a slime. We don't know yet. We thought maybe you guys be able to give us a tour. We're kind of trying to secure the place before we get out of here and return to Halia."
A slime.
Seems like it.
Oh, none of the boys wanted to be traveling up in the northern tunnel. Well, after that first one went missing. Perhaps that's what you're talking about. We sealed that off long ago.
Well, some doors have been broken down.
With all the recent excitement, it may have escaped.
We weren't sure what was up there, but we knew we didn't want access to those mines, so we just barred the door and went along with our work.
Morty will like gesture onto this direction and say, "What's over here?"
Well, that's our way in and out of here. Although it's been mostly barred since we've been trapped here from the rats. At first, they didn't know we had this entrance. We were trying to stage raids in the night. Little success there. When they finally found out about it, they trapped us, attacked us on both sides, and we had to barricade ourselves in. We've been trapped here for a little over 5 days now.
Morty will say, "Well, I'm glad we were able to help, friend, and you guys survived." And then he'll say, "There's one last thing we're gonna do before we leave here. And then maybe you guys can travel with us back to Fandalin if you'd like."
Well, I'm afraid Halle is not going to take kindly to us leaving our post. I think we'd be staying here, getting the mine up and running. You can tell her that we survived, and have her send more workers and more protection.
Morty will
Clearly,
nod
these
and say,
lands aren't safe.
"Yeah." Morty will nod and say, "Well, I mean, if you feel comfortable with that, we can do it. But, I mean, you've seen what happened."
There'd be no comfort for us anywhere. Our only hope of getting through all of this is successfully opening this mine.
Okay. Well, these guys aren't coming with us, so Morty will say, "All right." And then do we know the names of the ones from the bounty board? The dwarves?
The ones that
Two
are at
brothers.
the excavation site?
Yeah. From the bounty board.
Good question. Probably. I don't know if I told them to you or not.
Because I would definitely, Morty would ask these dwarves about them, and if they might know their whereabouts. Or possibly they could be in this group.
Dazzlin and Norbus.
All right. Well, Marty brings that up and shows them the bounty nest if you've seen them.
There were a couple of dwarves in Fandalen. Thought it odd. Aside from us, they were the only ones we saw. But didn't get a chance to talk to them before we headed out to the mine.
Mordale Don say aye. Well, we're just keeping an eye out for them. We have an idea where they are, but who knows? It's been a while since this was posted.
I'm sure they'll turn up sooner or later.
But clearly, these are dangerous lands. If they're missing, I hope them well.
Mordale Don say, all right. Well, thank you much, and I hope you you stay safe. We'll send somebody here as soon as we can.
Aye, for now, we'll be working on barricading both entrances.
And he'll say, should we tell them any sort of safe word for you to open up?
As long as they have papers from Halia, we'll know.
He'll say, all right. And then he'll say, before we go, you need anything else?
Only if you can tell us that our food stores are still safe.
And he'll nod and say, that'd be what you're eating now.
I thought it'd be looking familiar.
And what I assume are your pickaxes are still there. So you have something to defend yourself, then, you know, you can fight.
Well, if you have anything to leave us in the way of weapons, we'd be glad for that as well.
He'll say, sorry, I don't think we do.
All right.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, we don't really have anything like that.
Usually that's the question we ask other people.
Yeah.
Right?
Two-way street, aren't you? Everybody's trying to make a living here.
All those were rats that we killed in that first room, they dropped all their weapons. Point them in the right direction, tell them to go
True.
pick them up.
That's true.
Yep.
Morty, yeah. Well, yeah, Morty will bring up. Oh, well, we did. The people who took over this place, we did, you know, slay them all, besides a couple. He's like, you're welcome to take their stuff, minus what we've already taken, of course. He'll cough up and say.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Yep, some weapons for you. He'll say, you're good lads. I hope to see you around, alive. Say.
Aye. Tell Halia regretfully the mine won't be up and running until we get some more men, but we'll defend it as best we can.
We'll see if we can do something about that slime for you.
Yeah, Mortal Don say, we'll make sure that it's truly safe before we leave.
We'll be much
Then,
obliged.
And then he'll give him the proper goodbye in Dwarvish. And say, what should I say? Until we meet again, brothers, and just sort of give him a hug or a high five or whatever.
Wow.
Right, the traditional dwarven high five.
Yep.
Give him a little Eskimo kiss.
Oh, and then he'll pour him a glass of his ale and say, "It's not done yet, but here's a taste. I'll have more ready next time we meet."
He takes a swig and he says, "Aye, this is not too bad.
And
I look
Mario
forward
nods.
to the final product."
Yeah, Mortal Don say it's just what's it called?
Morty's Magnificent Ale.
No, I'm thinking of a different ale, a different word. It's fine. Let's just move on.
Wort?
Forget it. No, like not a beta test, like something
Rough
like
draft.
that. Yeah, basically. Prototype. That's it. It's my prototype. He'll whip out a fancy word. It's work in progress.
Horvath will look at Quarion and say, more of a low five than a high five. Short people.
Short joke.
Little tiny doors.
Morty gazes up at Horvath and just sort of raises an eyebrow and just walks forward.
All right.
Have anything to say to them before you leave?
Later, gents.
Good luck.
We bid farewell. Let's head back up to that northern passage
just-
to the slime thing. That's
Just
slime trail,
basically,
boys.
I'll tell them to leave if it feels unsafe and come back to Fandalen. That's all Morty will say, and then we'll send help if we can, and we're gonna take care of what appears to be a slime in this northern chamber.
Say, well, regretfully, if we leave this mine, I don't think Fandalen's gonna be the safest place for us.
And then he'll kind of perk up and say, "What's safer than there?"
As far from Hellia as we can get.
He'll nod and say, "Aye, she seems to be a feisty one."
As you're doing that, they start putting the barricade back up here,
I'll
And
say,
some of
"Best
them
of luck,
start-
brothers."
following you back into the main portion of the mine as well.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, he'll look to the group and say, "Oh, how about that slime?"
Dracaro, roll a D100 for me.
$59.
What is this?
While you were digging, while everyone else was exploring the mine, you found a maybe like a golf ball piece of stone that looks like it has a little bit of gold in it.
Shiny.
You didn't really have any time to like figure out how much of it is gold or get the rest of the stone off of it, but you pocketed it in your haste.
Wonderful. Backpack.
Yeah, and you found that when you were in here.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys make your way back to the slime trail. So you
Yeah.
are here. You have the
That's the
slime
idea.
trail heading this direction, as well as coming from this direction.
Lead the way up.
Yeah, who's going in first?
Wait for me.
Horvath, Nacho.
Is this door broken?
That door is broken, yeah.
All right. Nacho heroically steps forward.
Through the door?
Yeah, he's just going for it.
All right. So you find a passageway that seems to be kind of leading up and curls around.
Ooh.
The walls are kind of covered in a weird film, kind of like a waxy sludge. And the odor is terrible.
Nacho suggests Quarion come check this out. And like see how
Morty immediately looks at Quarion and says, "Send your dog forward."
well, I mean, he could like maybe see how fresh it is. I mean, we don't know. We haven't checked to see how fresh this slime is. This could be old slime.
Could be old slime. Yeah, what would I roll? Would it be nature?
We
perception?
killed the slime thing the night before.
That was like a corpse-eating fucking caterpillar thing.
Yeah, this could be different. Yeah,
This
this thing could be outside feasting on the bodies or something.
Roll nature. 21. So you see a mix. Some of it's kind of hardened onto the walls, and in some places, and other places, it is pretty fresh.
Is it like? Is it similar to what we saw before, or different? like
It's
the other
similar
night.
to the trail that you saw, but it's just like built up a lot thicker in this
Well-
area.
What is it like? Does it resemble like the worm monster we fought the night before at all?
It does.
Okay.
Remind you of that.
Morty will still suggest to Aquarian to send the dog forward.
And as you move forward, you see a couple areas where, well, you see a couple areas of like bones kind of trapped in the waxy material.
Ooh, it's got real
Nice.
dark.
Nice.
So, hard to tell because they're partially dissolved, but you had to guess maybe like 3 or 4 corpses of some kind.
Very good.
And then roll a perception check.
Oh, thank
23.
goodness.
There you go. As you guys get like halfway up, so kind of where the stairs are marked there, you see a corpse, and inside you see you see a skeleton kind of covered in that waxy debris, but inside you see a white opaque mound inside the corpse, and it pulsates slightly.
Morty shoots it with guiding bolt.
All right, roll.
Should I roll for it or just roll initiative?
You can just roll for it. 17. All right, roll damage. 16. All right. So a streak of light shoots out, and strikes it, and it kind of bursts open with a hissing sound, and the movement has stopped.
Morty looks around and says, "Pretty fucking bitchin', huh?"
Don't get cocky, kid.
Chikaro readies his bow.
What did you just shoot? Morty?
Morty shrugs. I don't know.
What if that was some kind of fancy artifact we could have used?
We'll never know. Okay, so we still have to explore this tunnel, or are we looting the corpse?
Yeah.
Morty's not walking forward. He's letting somebody else go ahead.
That happened like around here.
Okay, so Nacho will click on his boots so he can approach cautiously.
Alright.
Oh, maybe another one. Okay, that one checks out.
Maybe another.
Maybe another.
All right, boots activated.
Yep.
He slithers forward. And
So you reach the area where he just exploded something.
yep.
Along the walls is like spattered, like a dark. It's like a really dark, like black red color.
Viscous material.
Roll an intelligence check. Just straight.
Straight intelligence.
Yeah.
All right, big money. No, not big money.
Yeah, you don't necessarily. I mean, it looks like something exploded here. That's all you got.
So there was a body here that had that thing inside of it.
It was a skeleton
Oh,
Like-
okay.
cased in that material, and there was something moving inside of it.
But the thing
or-
is dead, right? Because
I
he bolted it.
assume Morty told you that.
Okay.
You haven't seen any movement since.
No movement. Well, I should investigate the skeleton, right? Or is it just bones?
Or you maybe could ask Quarian too.
You can investigate it. Wait, what are you looking for in particular?
Money.
All right, investigation.
Ah,
Nacho, get rich or die trying.
yeah. Any money?
Not that you can see. It just looks like a skeleton. It's kind of covered in that waxy material, so it's really hard to
Ah, jeez.
dig through.
Am I
Morty-
still
Morty-
stealthy?
Morty looks
Yeah,
at the druid and
that's
says, "Why don't you use your fancy elfish eyes on this?"
Well, right. Well, maybe we should
There's
clear.
that.
Maybe we should clear,
Or you
then
can
have him
do it
investigate.
Sure,
Right
go
now,
ahead.
Nacho is just on a scouting mission to see what's in here, and if he sees anything, he's gonna,
Okay.
let
Alright.
you guys know.
Where are you moving to now, Nacha?
He's just as he is stealthily slithering through this tunnel. He's just slowly, cautiously moving forward through this little
Alright.
tunnel.
You see 2 more corpses.
Oh,
One of them is not just a skeleton. It looks fresher. Still has some meat on it. The other one, roll a perception.
Hmm.
The other one just looks like a skeleton.
Jeez.
Well,
And the one that's fresher, you can't really make out anything. It seems short, but that's about all you got.
All right. Nacho tells Quarion via message cantrip what he found. Very gross stuff going on over here.
I relay that to the rest of the group.
Real gross stuff.
I don't-
Can I like investigate the corpses to see if I can tell what kind of monster killed them?
Yeah, roll a nature check.
18.
And then roll another perception check for me, Nacha.
not good perception.
Perception 4. Alright. Roll initiative for me, Nacha.
Initiative. Boom.
Alright. So, as you are investigating the less decomposed corpse, something bursts out of the other skeleton, the more skeletal corpse behind you, and attacks you.
Oh boy.
That's going to miss. But it's going to try to bite you again. The first one was a surprise round, and it misses again. So as you feel this thing try to bite you in the back, but not able to get through your new armor, you spin around and see a 2-foot-long caterpillar-like thing that's like just almost translucent white. It's like almost like a giant maggot coming at you with tentacles
babies.
coming from his mouth.
Oh,
That's what it
jeez.
is.
And it's
The
your
babies.
It's my turn?
Yep.
You just
All
blew
right.
one up, Morty.
Um.
Thing's pissed.
So does the rest of my party know about this, or do I have to?
turn. Quarion is like... Quarion will hear your reaction.
All right. So Quarion, I don't have to like inform them. That's good.
Quarion
You know,
knows.
yeah, Quarion will know after your
Alright.
turn.
like,
Am
oh,
I
shit.
all right? Like, so the babies are engaged with me, right?
Yeah, it's just
So-
one.
All right. So I will attack the one that's engaged with me with my sword.
Alright. $18, that'll hit. 7. And you you are the baby.
Nice.
And then what was your nature check, Quarian?
18.
18. So you, now that you've seen this creature's lair, and after having fought it earlier, you recognize it as a, I don't remember the name, corpse crawler, I think was the name of it. Carrion crawler. So you recognize that this area is where it was living. And after hearing Nacho's reaction and seeing what happened, you see that this is where it feeds,
It was
but
raising its
also
baby until it
lays
killed
its
its baby.
eggs inside the corpses. Yeah.
Well, it looks like we had already done our job. We already killed this monster.
Yep.
We just had to finish off its young.
Just destroy its babies.
Shit.
You don't see any more movement from any of the other corpses. And Nacho, as you round the final corner, you are met with a 20-foot drop.
All right. Nacho is going to return to
Jump.
the group and report that we've hit a literal dead end.
Mori will say, "All right, so let's get out of here. But before we leave, I just gotta go say one more thing to my brothers. I just want to go back to the dwarfs.
Right.
And before they seal the door, he'd want to ask them about his amulet of Helm, and if they recognize the symbol, and sort of like I don't know if there's any sort of dwarven ruins or temples around here, because like he's trying to learn more about the necklace first off, and then also trying to get a beat on these other missing dwarves too, trying to learn any information he can.
Yeah. So they don't seem to know much. So we're just simple workers here, but stories of this area. Once these mountains were all mined by the dwarves, and they probably had lots of temples and settlements, but that was long ago. The dwarves long since moved north and keep to themselves for the most part, at least the ones in this area.
What I say north, like north of Neverwinter?
Yes, the mountains to the north.
Say okay. It's like, well, I'll keep an eye out for some of these ruins. If they're around.
From what I hear, the mountains and the forests, they're all littered with them.
Littered. Morty will say, wow. See, my friends would like to hear that.
All right. Anything else for him?
No, not really. Just basically say, yeah, you know where to find us in case you have to leave or whatever.
Yeah. And so you found him over here. And him and a couple of his guys were looting corpses and preparing to barricade the other
Are the
entrances.
were-rat bodies still like around?
So
That's what these guys are doing. Yeah.
Okay,
And
should we maybe so they could see us do this, if we like maybe took some heads for back to Halia so she could
I mean,
we just like throw them on the table and we like took care of your mind situation, unfortunate, and then we go and
make
I'm
sure
just
your
justified.
fucking wounds are covered if
You
you're
gonna
doing this.
put Raskin's head on the table too?
Oh,
Well,
no,
but we're
no,
taking
no.
his whole body.
The rats. We would just take rat heads, but that's if the group, we've
we
seen what the group
we
thought
plan
about
on
that.
strapping Raskin to a horse on the way back.
All right. Just
So we
throwing
can
it out
show
there.
we have proof of
The dwarfs are busy taking the weapons off of the body. Do you
Okay.
want to behead one?
what
it.
do you guys
it
think
on
about
that.
grabbing a were rat
Bring it
head?
back with us.
That's fine.
All right, all right.
It might help us.
Nacho,
so-
yeah, Nacho goes to chop a were rat head off with his sword.
All right.
You have a rapier. Maybe use one of
Well, I don't-
What's the
I don't-
focus?
I have a blunt. I have a blunt weapon.
Well,
not
hey,
me.
I mean, if
Morty
somebody
can
wants to
chop
step
that
up
off.
and chop a head off for me, that'd be fantastic.
I mean,
I mean-
Chikara is like the only one that
I am a
acts.
lord, so this is a bit beneath me.
Well, I guess I have a hand axe. Could that work? I'm proficient with it as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Just use my hand axe.
Yes, we'll need one head, Morty.
As you start doing that, the other dwarves see you and give a little smile, and they take the heads from the ones that they're looting.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they kind of throw them in your direction and say, send those back to Helia for us.
Morty nods and says, "Oi," and then he'll hand them to Nacho. There
Yeah.
you go.
Nacho gives a
Nice.
slight bow.
You see a particularly rambunctious one start to piss on one of the dwarves.
Jeez. Well, we're glad we got
Mor-
them while we did.
Morty nods in excitement and says, "That's right."
All right, so we got, how many heads do we got? 2 heads?
Space
They-
one, bud.
you guys cut one off your piece, and then they cut one off and threw it to you. So you
Okay.
have 3 if you want it.
Okay, we got
Yeah.
three
You
heads.
want 3.
Well, you never know if you might lose one.
Sure.
Maybe have some lunch on the way. You don't know.
As we're walking by Rask and Morty
Uh,
points at him and points at
as
Nacho.
you
There
guys
you go.
Well, as you guys leave, you notice somebody standing near Raskin's body.
Oh,
Someone's investigating our kill.
who's this?
Where did we?
Uh,
Oh, we left
as
his
you-
body. Oh, okay, we left him.
Well,
here.
he's kind of like stooped over, looking at the body, and then he hears you guys coming, and he turns around, and you recognize him as your friend from the bar, an elderly man,
No.
by the name of Ethid Vern.
Oh,
Is it?
snap.
Morty's boy.
Who's who liked it? Who was talking to him?
Drakaro goes, this guy.
Morty shakes his head and says, "Vern, what are you doing here?"
Horvath asks him if he brought any tea.
Unfortunately, it doesn't travel well, but I have some on me at all times. And he
Can
kind
you
of
spot
reaches.
here?
He reaches inside his robes and pulls out 2 teacups.
Oh my god.
Reaches in the other side with his other hand and pulls out a small teapot and pours 2 glasses.
Fantastic.
And he hands one to Horvath.
Horvath graciously accepts.
Morty's eyes bright,
It is
widen.
still very hot tea.
Drakaro rolls his eyes.
Says he kind of gives Raskin a little kick, and he says, "Is this your handiwork?"
He'll look to Nacho and say, "This is Lord Kensington," and then look around the group. I guess the rest of all is handiwork too. This man is brave," he says. He may be dumb, but he's brave.
All right. Well, you got half of that right, I think.
That's better than nothing.
So, are you still working for that Halia Thornton?
He'll look down and say, "Unfortunately, yes." And then he'll say, "You seem to not want to have anything to do with it, huh?"
No, but she is practical. And I figured if she trusted you with work like this, I thought I'd keep an eye on you and see if you were up to the task.
And then he'll gesture to Nacho and say, "Why don't you show him what's in that bag?"
Oh, the heads. Oh yeah. Yeah. Nacho presents the heads to Vern. Check it out. We got some heads. I had to kill some were rats. They had taken over the joint. But we took care of it. Unfortunately, Raskin here fell in battle.
Yeah,
You know.
well, hopefully none of you were bit.
Only like half of us.
Well, anyway, please ignore my friend Quarian here. He, I say, you know, we had
Morty
a
will say, "What do
friend.
you mean, bit?" Like, he's like, "Is that bad?"
Well, you know, Nacho was just gonna tell the man that if he had a friend who got bit, does he know of anything that could be done to maybe cure someone who was bitten? You know,
They say a friend of ours.
is there maybe like a
happened
maneuver?
to get bit by a were-rat.
Well, there's a simple spell to reverse a curse like that.
You don't say.
Morty's jaw will drop and say, "Simple."
Is this,
well,
you know, is it a spell you know? Asking for a friend, of course.
Morty will look at him and say, "This guy knows."
I
It's
think
fun.
I could help anyone who may have had the unfortunate luck of being bitten by one of these.
And what kind of price would one have to pay for such a curse to be lifted?
Well, I tell you what, since you guys handled yourselves so well here with minimal casualties, he glances down at Raskin. I am concerned about the woods north of here. I told you I left because they were becoming less safe. In fact, many of my kind, solitary magicians, like to live in the woods. There's lots of powerful energies that flow through there. And, well, since we are solitary types, usually our answer to trouble is to just leave. I'm a little worried that this isn't our best course of action this time around. Usually we just wait it out, come back once everything's blown over, but I've seen the storms over the forest, and I'm afraid that and a new dragon in the area, it's all adding up to be a little bit too much.
Morty will say, "What are the storms about exactly?" Because he's seen them too.
Well, half-orcs that have come down from the mountains, newly bolstered with orcish grunts working for them. They're taking over many of the sacred spots within the woods, both druidic and arcane temples alike. I don't know what they're doing there, but seem to be calling storms on a regular basis, day and night. I'm afraid that when I get back, my workshop's no longer going to be there.
Workshop. Morty will say. So what sort of things do you craft?
Spells mostly. Potions sometimes. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Essentially just working on my craft.
Dracaro itches his arm nervously.
Well, Morty.
You catch him glancing at you while you do that. He kind of eyes you up and down. Says, well, first I think we need something. Maybe not need something, but we need to disrupt the half-orcs. There's a couple of things I would like from you guys. In good faith, I can give you information and remove the curse upon your afflicted ones.
Morty nods vigorously.
Two things. I've come across a liaison between the half-orcs. He produces a letter.
Let me see that. Horvath says.
Horvath can read it, obviously.
Our noble half orc.
What does it say exactly?
I got it.
He
one
reads
sec.
it aloud to the crew. Ooh.
It's a little lengthy.
Read it, Horvath.
Read it aloud.
I'm gonna read the whole thing. I'm reading it.
No.
I'm just
I
trying to scan it.
mean,
You don't
nah,
have to
no,
read
you don't have to read that. We'll need an entire take an entire
I'm
session.
trying to scan it for.
So, Ethan says, from what I gather, the half-orcs coming down from the mountains are trying to clear the woods. It seems they're trying to summon their deity, Talos.
Damn.
That would be bad news for everyone that lives in the area. I don't think it's coincidence that this dragon showed up at the same time.
Mordo said,
Well, gents, maybe
Mordo
we should
said-
go talk about it.
yeah, Mordo said this is worse than the dragon.
Yeah, an orcish god.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a lot worse than the dragon.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. The dragon might be part of our key.
Drakaro produces the talisman of Talos.
And he looks at it and says,
And
so you've run
and
into
shows it
them
to the guy.
before." So you
Drakaro
don't
says,
need to
yes,
use
we
that.
cleared out an entire shrine already.
And Mordo say, we inadvertently have been stopping this process already. And he's like, then he says, now that we've seen the storms, we know where they are. And then he'll say, we've seen the dragon. He say it's all starting to line up. And then he'll say, and now we see you here with him. And he points to Raskin. And then he says, and now my friends are hurt. You're here to help us. He says, everything's starting to come together. And his hands are rubbing. He's just like, he's like, and then he just stops and he looks around and says, don't mind me.
He says, well, from what I gather from this letter, it seems the Heartless One in the tower has been a thorn in our sides for a while, but he's kept to himself mostly, so we haven't paid him much attention. But he's taken over an old watchtower on the coast. It used to be called Hangman's Point, but now they call it the Tower of Storms. Nobody goes through the area. The local legend is that it's haunted. That's why most people stay away. But I believe he's been causing some trouble at sea for a while now, and it looks like the half-orcs are hoping to enlist him in their plots as well. I think another key to their success is the fact that the orcs are working with them now. Before that, the half-orcs hardly ever left their tribal area to the south. If that dragon never showed up, the orcs never would have come down. I think a lot of the orcs would be willing to return if the dragon were gone. Maybe one way to undercut the power of the half-orcs as well. All speculation, but just a couple of thoughts that I've pieced together so far. I think if we can hurt these half-orcs in some way, we might be able to stop their plots and protect the forest.
Yeah, Morty nods.
How would we take down the dragon, though? Any ideas, old man?
Well, as far as white dragons are concerned, they're pretty simple creatures. Mostly just hunting and hoarding gold. If you can find his lair, which should be easy enough, every time he flies back to Icespire Peak. And I feel if the orcs left, they must have left to their hold up there. be a good first place to look for him. You may want to be a little bit more prepared than you are now, though. I'm not saying it's simple, but he is just a beast. Smart one, clever one, but
Big one.
as most beasts do, if you threaten them in their territory, they will try to protect it. If you can catch him unawares, all the better.
Morty nods and says, "Yes, I don't think we're ready either, but we're getting there."
And, through all of this, it'd be nice to help out the local folk as well.
Morty nods and says, "Of course."
Not much point in saving these lands if there's no people left, right?
Morty nods. He agrees.
So then he sits. Then he says, "Are you done with that, Horvath?"
Yes, thanks for the tea.
And then he pulls out 2 more glasses and pours 2 more glasses of tea and hands one to Nacho and one to Dracaro.
Nacho drinks the
Says-
tea.
You should drink as your
Quickly.
friend did. As you can tell, he's already feeling
Jakara
better.
will cheers it and drink it down.
So was that the cure to the rat problem?
It was.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so Nacho's gonna do a spin move into a backflip into a moonwalk.
Roll in acrobatics.
Eh?
Oh,
I thought you were gonna save some of your moves.
Just does them all at once.
Yeah.
No, the big chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You managed to pull it off.
Oh,
Your
it's like a
landing
Tony-
was a little. Your
It's like a Tony
landing
Hawk
was a
trick
little
right
bit off.
there. A million things at once.
He feels good. He feels good.
Feels real good.
Morty golf claps. And then he says, Vern, you showed up just when we needed you to. We can't thank you enough.
Well, I suppose there's a little bit of luck to it. If I hadn't bumped into you guys at the inn, I probably wouldn't have ever taken notice of you. I was
Morty
getting
says,
ready to sail south.
Morty says, that was a cool trick I saw you do. Talking about the dimension door.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh. Oh
Mort-
yeah.
Morty-
Morty the only person that saw it.
Morty winks at him.
Roll a perception check.
Perception. Let's see.
Everybody roll a perception check.
Oof.
Morty got a 19. Nacho got a 19.
Eee.
Ooh, me and Horvath sit at the bottom.
Morty, because he meant for you to notice, he winks back at you, but nobody else noticed it.
Is he gone or did he just wink back at me?
He just winks back at you.
Okay. Morty just laughs to himself.
He says, well, I must be on my way. My next stop is Leylon.
Morty, before he leaves, he just walks up to Raskin and says, "Oh, excuse me, Vaughn, before you leave," he just kind of kicks him. He's like, "Anything to do about this one?"
No, what was your plan with him?
And then he just shrugs and says, we didn't have one.
Just kind of happened.
Holly, is a businesswoman. I think she'll understand, but I warn you, there's a little bit more to her than she seems. I wouldn't get on her bad side if I were you.
He nods and says, we don't plan on it.
I don't like to get into politics, but she's not one that I would go into agreements with lightly.
He'll nod and say, "Well, if you best be going, then I'm sure we'll see you around."
Yes, and if you happen to run into any adventures from Leyland, don't take offense. I just don't like to keep all my eggs in one basket.
He'll nod and say, "Fair enough."
All right, and he starts walking away from you guys.
Morty waves.
Everybody roll a perception check.
Damn it.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so he kind of rounds the corner and goes behind some bushes and out of sight. And a second or two later, a crow flies up into the air. Horvath and Quarion are the only ones that saw him change.
Damn.
Corian
That's so
wist-
cool.
And wistfully misses that time that he had butterfly wings. Can't wait till he can turn into a bird too.
He
Someday.
wishes he saw, but he knows he did something cool anyway.
In his heart, he knows.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is that. You have your horses. It was like a day and a half journey on horseback to get here, something like that. So
Sounds about right.
Thank God we only lost the one horse.
And yeah, we wanted to travel back with Raskin.
Are we still taking him?
I thought that was the plan, just to, you know.
All right. Nacho will strap him on the back of his horse.
And then we could still have the rat heads too, just for, you know, further.
For show. Oh, those are for show. Those are to make us
Are we
look
going
like
back to-
badasses.
pure theatrics.
Yeah, I mean it worked on Vern right there. I mean I don't think it mattered either way, but it was still cool.
It's always nice to have a token.
Are we gonna go to Phandalin? Like, just head back to town?
What time of day is it? What time of day is it? Like now.
Let's do it. Let's do it at night. Let's do it at night. Let's do it at night. Do it at night.
Yeah, it is getting late in the day. It's a good point. After all that, it's probably
We've never done night. Come on.
Maury's just hoping some
hour
undead
or
walk
two
at night.
before-
Yeah.
Where wants to find a zombie?
Me and Horvath will take care of business.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
willing
let's
to do
try.
it.
Let's travel at night.
travel at night.
Well,
Alright.
think about it. We took a long rest and barely did anything right there, so why not?
Yeah, I still have most of my spells.
I foolishly cast Bless, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Hey, I thought it was a really good move until we realized who's on their side.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of dwarves.
Dwarves.
So you guys are traveling at night. Are you guys doing your normal?
Dracaro's got his bow out, looking for any food opportunity, hunting.
I'm looking for rare animals that I can turn into later. And I suppose useful herbs and stuff, but it's nighttime, so I'm not going to see shit.
What's
even
up?
Even with dark vision. I should probably keep an eye out for like useful herbs and stuff to turn into potions, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to find anything at night though.
I mean, you
Find
can
out.
try if you're not doing anything else while you're at it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm looking for rare animals and rare herbs.
Morty would be keeping an eye out for that rat who got away.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bitch.
Morty.
And then
roll.
also the fact that it's a full moon, and if they find us on full moon, that's probably no bueno.
Well, it's not a full moon yet. Probably in about 2 or 3 days it'll be a full moon.
Okay. What should I roll though?
Roll a perception check as you guys ride.
$25.
25. So as you guys are riding, Morty, somebody remind me, when you guys are taking shifts, somebody saw somebody in the distance, right? At the last long rest.
I saw the
I
storm.
think
I don't
Nacho did. If I
Oh, the
remember
last
right.
time we did a rest, I think Nacho just slept on Raskin the whole time. And then we woke up, and then I got woke up by Quarion to fight the bug.
Yeah, I remember that.
So Aquarium found the bug. Okay. Anyway, somebody saw
A figure in the night, apparently.
a figure while you guys were resting kind of off in the distance, and then he headed to the east. I don't think it was Morty. So, Morty, as you guys are traveling in the distance, every once in a while you catch the glimpse of a reflection or like a light. Not a light, but like a flash of a reflection.
Not sketchily, but as we're traveling, Morty passes by Jakaro and says, "Might be someone on our tail," and then he moves up to Nacho and says, "Keep your head on a swivel. We might be being followed."
My head's always on a swivel.
Aquarian's just looking for birds.
And then Morty
Yeah.
Morty tries to see if he can find what he's seeing. If there's something else I can do, or if
Yeah,
that's
so
all I got.
Jakaro's gonna help then. Jakaro's gonna be looking as well now for any movement.
Okay. You
We're on
catch-
high alert.
Yeah, you guys catch
Yeah.
the same thing. It seems like he's keeping his distance and is pretty wary about it. So you only catch him every once in a while, like over the rise of a hill. And he disappears as soon as you guys kind of look in his direction.
It's too bad we have no one else who can go invisible and approach.
He seems like he's just kind of shadowing you guys at this point. He's not making any movement in or out.
This is probably like a super high level rogue.
So we shouldn't confront him.
We
I
got a
don't
rogue-
know.
That's what I'm hearing
got a
from
rogue of
you.
our own.
Yeah.
All I'm
Nacho,
saying is it sounds like it's a better
Can
rogue than
you-
you, is what it sounds like.
Nacho, can you inconspicuously go disappear and try to like
Nacho was thinking he would maybe
sneak up on him?
go
Counter
behind a
sneak.
tree. He would be Nacho could maybe go behind a tree and click on the boots.
Yeah, and then try to stalk this stalker.
Nacho just
See what you
appears
can
into the
do.
tree line.
That's Jakaro's suggestion. I think you should go after him if you can. We'll act dumb and just keep on
Yeah,
our way.
just don't.
That's why I told you to.
Just don't get more than
So we-
120 feet away.
Yeah, so we get in a formation where it would be tough to tell if Nacho is missing.
Yeah.
Like, because we'd be standing in like a circle.
Yeah, V
Where you
formation.
wouldn't be able to.
Flying
All right,
V.
so instead of traveling in a row, you guys kind of
Like make a circle.
bunch up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nacho is gonna find an
Or you can
opportunity
just-
to get behind something so he
Just
can.
tie Raskin up in the saddle so it looks like another person.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Or put Nacho's cloak on Flareon. Have Flareon sit in the saddle.
No, it's too much.
All right. So should I go stealth then?
Go stealth, set up
Yep.
a trap.
All right.
Just at least try to find out who's following us. Like,
Right,
it doesn't seem like we get too close, so if we got that, that'd be a win.
All right. Nacho lurks in the shadows.
All right, so you're hiding behind a tree.
Yep.
You guys are kind of on the foothills of the mountains, so there is sparse trees where you guys are at, but north of you is kind of the open hills, and it's more like plains and rolling hills. He's been staying somewhat north of you. That's why you can just catch him every once in a while, you know, as he crests a hill and things like that. He starts to catch up to where Nacho is, and you see that he's on foot. You see that he is a he, and he is a little bit shorter than average height, and he does have the characteristics of a rat.
Oh.
Pointy ears, a tail, kind of a hunched.
It's a scout.
So Drakaro looks around at the group and with like a wink wink, nudge nudge, he says, "Guys, think we should make camp and take a little break right now and give our friend out there some time to ambush this dude."
Who saw the rat?
Just Nacho.
No, just not. Well, we know that someone's.
Yeah, you
I
know
was
somebody-
referring to. We know that what the mission is, so I was just saying, hey, let's
Yeah.
like stop so that he stops or whoever's following us stops, then Nacho can either subdue or get close enough to gain some intel on, but
Okay.
like slow our rolls to like let Nacho catch up.
Morty nods, pulls over. He's the horse.
Yeah.
With whoever's steering it.
Puts on his blood
Nacho
sugar.
is using his cantrip to let them know that he tells Drakaro there's a rat. And
Okay.
He's a rat.
As you guys slowed down, you find somewhat of an open area. There's kind of like 2 mounds on either side of it with some really old stone formations. You can tell the stones were carved at some point, but they've been out in the weather so long they look smooth. Aquarion, give me a perception check while you are searching for your herbs and whatnot.
20.
20.
Oh.
All right. So you do notice in this area that one of the items on the list is pretty readily available, and that's the I already forgot what it was. The root, the timber pine root. Well, the timber pine tree is pretty readily available in this area.
Ooh.
So some of the trees around the area where you are timber pines if you wanted to try to extract some of this sap from the root.
Yes, I want to do that. Collect as much as I can carry.
Roll a nature check.
14.
Roll a d4.
Oh.
Oh, nice. So you're able to fill up 4 vials of this sap in your herbalism kit.
Nice.
Very good.
And then, let's see. So back to Nacho. He's coming about even with you now, Nacho. He is definitely keeping himself hidden as best he can as he follows. And he's probably like 50 feet north of where you are right now. He does not seem to know that you're there. And he comes up behind it like a small rock, and he's watching the party from there. So you guys
Damn.
you're kind of like in a triangle where he's about 50 feet north of you. The party's about 80 feet west of you and about 80 feet west of him.
Nacho's just got the counter sneak.
So, and they know that they're
Yeah.
because I told them. So,
We're just
Yeah.
having like a drink break. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Jakaro,
Yeah, we're just
Jakaro
taking
knows.
like a water break.
I'm gonna end it here.
It's fine.
Sure.
That's good.
on
Yeah.
cliffhanger.
Gotta
What
think
do you
about this. What
Yeah,
we're gonna do
think we
anyway.
guys think about
It's a
your
good
situation?
stop, yeah.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Good
Yeah.
stuff, boys.
We got through the mine.